Coming to you live from Scenic, the basement at ICN Studios in Brooklyn. I'm Jana Jefferson, and this is the And Friends with Jana Jefferson podcast. So every week, me and a new guest host each time are going to discuss the latest in pop culture, the industry, life, and more. And this week, today's guest is none other than Julius Stukes.
Woo!
Yeah! The crowd goes how are you today, Julius?
You know what? I'm feeling great.
Awesome.
So far, yes.
How was what did you do today? I know you said that you were at work and now you're here.
Oh no, not at work. Meaning I do I do freelance work. So
shout out to the freelancers.
Yeah, I have to time myself.
Oh yeah, I feel you. It's like a very run, up and running.
Oh yeah.
Ripping and running kind of.
So much ripping and running.
And lots of running.
But yeah, what did I do today? I just researched some stuff for my upcoming podcast.
We'll get to that.
Yes, I watched Ninjago. Oh
my gosh, I've heard good things about that.
It's like really, really the best.
I've never been an
show ever.
It's like an anime, right?
No, far from it.
Okay, just kidding.
It's
I'm probably thinking a completely different show.
Definitely complete show. It's a different show. It's a Lego cartoon.
Oh.
And oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so touching. It's heartbreak. I mean, I'm up to. They brought it back.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled it and brought it back. So I'm up to season 4 out of 5. Because they have a movie out now, and I want to go see the movie.
Okay.
So it's amazing. I almost cried, and I just watched one of the best episodes ever when somebody's daughter is revealed as a spy. It's going.
I'll probably add that to my list because I have a running list of shows I need to watch.
Good.
Right now, I'm on season 7 of The Office.
So my goodness!
So it's almost time to end.
You have 2 more seasons, right?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Okay.
I think the last episode I watched was D'Angelo just got he really hurt himself.
Mm-hmm.
Will Ferrell's character. So now they're trying to find another boss.
I don't like those episodes.
Yeah, after Michael leaves, you can really feel something's off. I'm paying attention to my phone more than I'm watching the show, and I'm this is. I can see why it got canceled.
The characterization is real beautiful, but other than that, the writing sucks.
Yeah, it completely got
the writing sucks.
It completely changed.
I love how the characters grew, but. Without Michael, nothing is funny. And I'm what the hell?
It's so
happened?
off. It's it's so off.
It took that one character to glue everybody together.
Yeah, because
it was trash.
Basically, because I watched the show when it was on. I think I started in season 4, and then I stopped after Michael left. And I'm might as well just watch it from the beginning. And I'm I can see why things changed as soon as he left, because he was the best character on that show.
It's so trash. I want to say the last 2 episodes were really, really good.
Okay. He comes back though.
Yeah, he comes back one last time.
Okay, that's all that matters. That's all. Okay, don't spoil it.
For me. No, I definitely won't.
That laugh that it just signals something's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But before the show officially starts, I like to start off each episode with a different mood. I don't know if you know, but okay, Beyonce is my Lord and Savior. Okay, whatever. So each episode, I like to start off with my Beyonce mood of the day.
Okay.
Use a song lyric, a song title, a video, whatever, to describe how you're feeling today.
Whoa. Okay. So I want to say I'm feeling sexy today.
I'm feeling sexy.
You really was on cue with that. So I'm going to say my mood is a little Uzi's shoulder jerk. Yeah.
So it's a combination of Beyonce and Uzi.
Yes.
I feel it. I get it.
Yes.
I like it. I think that my mood today, oh my gosh, it's probably from her documentary, Life is But a Dream. Basically, she used to videotape herself talking to the camera.
Oh, wait.
And my line is, why did God give me this life?
Yes.
That's basically how I feel today. Because, I don't know, I've been feeling super overwhelmed with a lot of things. But at the same time, I'm grateful because I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So that's kind of how I feel.
I'll take back my answer. My answer is surfboard. Surfboard.
Okay.
That thing, I forgot the song.
Drunken Love.
Drunken Love.
Is there any particular?
No, it can't be Drunken Love. Sorry. It keeps getting the name. No. It got to be you wanna.
So like your mood is just like the dance.
Yes, that's my mood.
That's good.
That's
okay,
my mood.
so that's your mood. Awesome.
My mood.
These are good. This was like my first like decent mood because last time it was like I was upset, like feeling in my feelings, and then a couple episodes later I was like I'm tired, so Sweet Dreams is my mood. Like this is like my I don't know. It's just been a really weird year. It's been a really weird year.
Okay.
But Hot Takes is the first segment of the show.
Hot
just talk
takes.
about. So we basically just talk about just stuff going on in the news in the world, and we just talk about it.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know, but Toni Braxton and Birdman might be
I
married.
literally just read
yeah.
that like 40, 50 minutes ago, and that's like the weirdest thing ever. And I can't comment on it because her sister follows me.
Oh, well, you know what? I think that we can cut it short. That particular hot take.
Oh no, she doesn't. She probably doesn't like look at my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like on Twitter, she follows me. Tamar Braxton.
Ah.
She follows me, so freaking weird.
That is really strange.
That Birdman and who?
Toni Braxton.
I'm like,
it's crazy.
Like,
I'm pretty sure like
so
the first thing that popped into my head when I was
so
like
weird.
when I saw that, it was just like that line from He Wasn't Man Enough. It's like, but you married him. And I'm like, I like looked at that and I was just like, wow. But you know what? If they're happy though, like,
no,
that's cool.
I mean, yeah,
live
but
your life.
It's
very weird.
Very weird. That's like OD, like
the 99s and 2000s power couple,
right? Like, how do you have like cash money and then how did you get here?
And I know, like
how did you get there?
I really want to know how that happened.
Me too. Like, how did they meet? Number one.
Yes. I don't know.
I want to know how they met.
Maybe it was like a mutual friend.
I want to know what she saw in him.
Well, I think they said that when her mom was sick or her dad was sick, he like came to the hospital and comforted the family, which is something that I think is really good. If you have like a family emergency and the person that you really enjoy is caring about you.
If you're that open, oh damn girl, I should have went to the hospital and said what I had to say.
I think it's cute. I mean, like in a way, it's not like aesthetically pleasing.
No, it's not.
But you know, as long as they're happy, let them just live their life.
Ever though. They said that Birdman, the wedding was paid for. By Lil Wayne.
Oh my God.
That was
because he still hasn't like paid him back.
Exactly, and I'm like thinking like, okay, maybe this is a setup. Maybe her and Lil Wayne came up with a plan to kill Birdman, so the riches would go to Birdman.
You know what? Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yo.
It's really anything's possible.
Jesus.
I think so.
But yeah, I guess we wish you all the best. Apparently they're having like another wedding because they had like kind of eloped. So they're like inviting the rest of the family because no one was invited to the first wedding. But they've been married for like 2 months. From what they say, they've been married for 2 months. Secret wedding. That's why they're having like another big one now because it's like out in the open.
I thought it was Keisha Cole and Birdman at one point. I thought they were going to get married.
Yeah, now
I can see them being married.
Oh, the Gucci wedding's on tonight.
Oh,
or part 10 or part 1 of
part
the 10.
Part 1, yeah. I'm definitely getting dressed for that.
Oh yeah, I have like my outfit ready. It's like vintage Christian Dior.
I got my funeral suit ready and ready. Okay.
Yeah, like little church hat and a cane.
Yep.
You gotta look your swaggiest. You gotta look like you're. You gotta look your best. You know.
You know what? Casket fresh.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's the itinerary. That's the attire for tonight.
Burr. I just can't believe like Gucci Mane is getting married, though.
And he looks so happy.
He really does look really, really happy.
Oh my God.
Like, that's one wedding, I can say, oh, okay, that's cool.
You know what's crazy? I feel like jail was the best thing that ever happened to
It
that
was.
man. Because he came out and he looked...
To him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said, oh, man.
Oh, no, to that man.
Oh, it is.
Because he came out looking, like, fit. His teeth are gleaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks so good and so happy.
And he's gotten, his life has really, really changed for the better. I'm really, really happy for him.
I'm waiting to hear, like, if his book is on, like, the New York Times bestsellers yet. Because
I think it is.
Is it?
Sure.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
sure.
Let me consult my Googles.
You have to. You have to do your Googles.
What was the name of it? The Life and Times? I'm making that up. Gucci Mane book. I'm sure it did pretty well. I wouldn't be... Autobiography of Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I believe
Pulitzer.
that it was the bestseller. If not, I think it's going to be.
It has to be because it's gonna be
like he wrote a book. Like I love rappers that take their writing to new levels. You know, like that was like I gotta read it. I still have to read it. I want to do probably the audio book, but yo, this guy Gucci Mane is just.
I feel like he's got so many tales to tell.
I think so. Trap tales, love tales.
Absolutely. Just like growing up Gucci. That would be an awesome name for a reality show. If
Growing Up Gucci.
Growing Up Gucci on
TV
One. So topic 2, it's really, there haven't been many topics right now. I feel like they're only talking about a couple things. And one of the things that is going around is this Harvey Weinstein.
Yo, Harvey Weinstein is a joke, and I'm just hoping that he can be locked up for like some long, long years.
But one of the things that is like baffling to me, why is everyone like not ganging up? Because obviously it's deserved, but there's so many other disgusting men in Hollywood, and this is the one that everyone's like vulturing.
Well, it's
like what about Woody Allen? What about Roman Polanski? What about them? Like they're gross too.
Woody Allen everybody knew about Woody Allen, but they just didn't crucify him.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get that though.
To me, it's a white man thing to me.
But Woody Allen is a white man, and so
I'm just saying it's
Harvey
a white.
Weinstein.
It's if a black director actually
I just want to know
assaulted a woman. Oh my goodness! It'll be in the news.
Done forever.
It'll be It'll be everywhere. It's just how they did the director to Nat Turner movie.
Oh yeah,
I forgot his name.
That's why I know who you're talking about. Though.
Yes,
that's why that movie did so badly.
Exactly. Now, everybody been knew about this, but nobody spoke up, which I understand. It's like, damn, why isn't he getting more than just like a slap on the wrist right now?
Well, he like got kicked out of the academy.
That's nothing. You don't bleed off that. You don't bleed. You don't get hurt.
So that's the thing. Like I feel like people are still gonna like pay money to see his movies.
Trash.
Still do this. Still do that.
Trash.
But I feel like that happens with like just not just white men, but like men in general.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's not enough. Like what they do sometimes is not enough. Like, have you ever like, has there ever been a public figure that after they've done something like deplorable that you're like, I can't take this anymore. I'm not going to support you.
Oh man, who was it? I want to say probably like I know most recently like the XXX dude.
Ugh, well he was trash from the start.
Yeah, the XXX dude is somebody. I took his album off my Spotify.
Because that's like really disgusting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wasn't nuts about Chris Brown. Like that was like my like 7th grade thing. So after like the whole Rihanna thing, I kind of just like stopped. I didn't stop listening to his music, but I stopped like caring as much. And now like I'm just not like a Chris Brown person very much. But I guess that would be like the one. R. Kelly.
Oh God! Because it's like R. Kelly grew up in our home, so it was like fuck.
That's like the thing. Space Jam is my favorite movie, so it's really hard to be like.
And TP2, right? TP2.com or whatever. Oh gosh.
That's like
Chocolate Factory. Like, how can I stop listening?
That's the thing.
To Chocolate Factory.
He's so incredibly talented, and he's such a great writer.
I fucking hate him.
But he's just a fucking creep.
I hate that motherfucker.
It's disgusting. Who else is like disgusting and people still like support?
Oh, I know a lot of people support Kodak Black.
Ew.
Which I know. It's just this stupid fucking song is so fucking fire. Like, fucking hate it.
Which one? The you don't wanna see me win it. That one?
No.
Or the Drowning?
No, he has another one.
I only know like 2 of his songs.
Roll in Peace. I can hear Roll in Peace. I don't know all this me.
I'm probably heard it before.
Jesus peace. Leaves.
Oh, that song. Yeah.
Yo, I hate it so bad.
He might go to jail for like
what the why the fuck is he so fire and you're a dickhead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate these rappers.
I think they said if he gets like acquitted, not acquitted. If he gets indicted, he can go to jail for like 30 years.
Oh,
so
shit.
he'll be in jail until he's 50. Unless he does like, good behavior or whatever, because he's only 20. I don't know how you can be so young and act like such an idiot. Him and X. And who else? We actually have another guest in the studio. His name is Kar.
Hello. Oh, good. I can hear myself.
Awesome. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. So sorry I got here late.
It's okay.
That's
So
my
it's
boss, by
basically
the way.
just like a big party in here right now.
You're my boss. You're my boss.
Yeah, I know. You
he
guys
is
were having
his
some
boss.
great conversations in here.
Yeah. So we talked about Harvey Weinstein and all these other trash men. What are your thoughts about that whole situation?
Is in regards to like Harvey Weinstein specifically, I'm glad it's finally happening because one thing that I'm starting to realize is that this has been like known for like years, that Harvey Weinstein has been just a creep. Mm-hmm. It was actually like an inside joke in Hollywood. Like Harvey Weinstein is basically like that black uncle that, you warn the girls to stay away from.
No, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's literally what Harvey
Because
Weinstein
I think
is.
I saw
That's
something.
so
Who was it?
fucking crazy.
Courtney Love on the red carpet. She's basically just like, if Harvey Weinstein invites you to a party today, don't go.
That's facts.
Yo, I'm like, what the fuck?
Entourage, they had a joke about that in one of their episodes where they had a guy playing Harvey Weingard, and he was just like this, like verbally abusive asshole type guy. Sorry.
You can curse.
Okay, cool. This verbally abusive asshole type dude. And what else? There was. I was reading down like the long list of jokes throughout Hollywood. Seth MacFarlane made a joke one time, I think during the Oscars, when he was awarding him a stone. Yeah,
that was crazy.
And the thing is, like, I heard the joke or whatever, and I guess it's like
It's Hollywood,
Yeah, it's
like,
Hollywood
that's
or
big
whatever, right?
Time Hollywood,
and not even just like Hollywood, but just the fact that everybody kind of like laughed it off, just kind of shows why it's really a big deal or whatever. The fact that people was kind of just like
They sort of like normalized it a little bit.
Yeah, that's Harvey.
Ew.
That's literally how it was. That's
Harvey.
Yeah, come on, just pretend to like him and you'll be good.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, like Gwyneth Paltrow was not Larry King, David Letterman. I think she had an interview where she was talking about that like years ago or something like that. It was crazy.
Did you guys see the video of Ben Affleck?
Yo, that was fucking crazy.
That
like,
was
I'm like,
awful.
what the fuck is wrong with you, Ben Affleck?
Okay, there was a video from
was crazy.
years ago. On
Oh, you talking about he was like rubbing
and he
up
was like
on
rubbing up on
man.
the girl,
Like,
and she was just like,
dude,
no,
you
you're
can't
so
keep your hands
silly.
to yourself.
And he was saying some really disgusting things. He was like,
Yeah, as messed up as that
"Oh,
thing
your
was,
titties
it was
aren't out today." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, he fucked up for
These
that
girls, and like. The thing is, that was on camera, and like no one said anything about it.
And that's the issue there too. Whatever, with like Harvey Weinstein and everybody else, it's just like, guys will be guys. That's just guys doing that. And it's kind of like even her reaction towards it. I'm pretty sure she was uncomfortable and everything, but
You got to make it look good for camera.
yeah, it's kind of like you got to go ahead and just play the game sometimes and shit. It's definitely messed up. Ben Affleck messed himself up by speaking on Harvey Weinstein before he made sure he was clean.
Absolutely.
He should have made sure that his shit was squeaky clean before.
He also should have said something about his brother.
Woody Allen.
That too.
Woody Allen has the nerve.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a witch hunt.
I didn't read his whole quote on it only because I'm not interested in reading.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen is probably the last person that should be asked about this.
Really the last
Absolutely.
person.
Absolutely, like probably not even on the list of people that should be asked about Harvey Weinstein.
List of people who should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
Forever.
You know, like, I mean, next up, there just might as well ask Roman Polanski, how does he feel about it, you know?
Yeah.
So.
It'd be disgusting. But I'm glad that this has also like brought attention to this issue, because a lot of women don't really say anything because they're afraid of what people might think.
I understand.
And I'm glad that there's a lot of not just Hollywood women, but just women. Like, I see on my Facebook so many people who I follow.
Like
me
the
too,
hashtag
me too.
I'm like, yo, this, like
Like, it's
women that I
amazing.
see.
Yeah,
on my
that kind of
timeline,
fucked me up a little bit.
It did fuck me up because it's like one person that I know. She tweeted like the hashtag Me Too, and she used the next tweet was, oh yeah, and it's like some people that we just all know. I'm like, now I'm on guard. Like,
Yeah, there was
now I really don't trust anybody.
Someone
That's
on my
really
Facebook,
the whole
she was
stat.
like, let me know if you like know this person. And I'm like, oh, so it's like someone we all
Like,
probably
right?
see from day to day.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really the whole
weird.
thing behind the whole what is it? Was it? Yeah, like the whole statistic about it being where, you know, somebody closest to you is probably the one that raped you and stuff, or sexually assaulted you, and that just proves it right there. You know, the fact that you probably know the person.
That's why I don't and I don't know how I'm gonna react to that. Now it's
Yeah.
gonna be now I'm gonna have to like warn the woman that you talk to. Now I'm gonna have to look at you funny. I'm gonna have to be like defensive around you, and like that shit.
I'm just
crash.
glad that there's a lot more women who are like just standing up about it.
Me too,
The one
yeah.
thing that is bothering me though, when I did see all these people writing me too, there were people in the comments like, I'm sorry, like, oh well, it's like that, like, don't say you're sorry. Like, I don't know, something about that was a little
No,
like,
I
off-putting.
just don't think
Yeah.
people know how to react to it. That's all.
They
it
really
is.
don't.
Going off of
They don't,
your
yeah.
reaction right there, Julius, like how you're saying that. Wow, like, oh damn, I had no idea. People
Right?
that I've been kicking it with and partying with, laughing in their faces, making
shit
all these type of
crazy.
like, think about all the awful jokes you probably made in your day that probably, you know, triggered some chick. You know what I mean? Like, I have to think about stuff like that too. Whatever. When I realized that, I mean, of course, you know, rape is a heinous act or whatever, and, but a lot of people really don't realize how many women close to them have actually been harassed, sexually assaulted, this and that. I'm besides like my main group of guy friends or whatever, I'm probably like around women 75-80% of the time. And yeah, I've heard a lot of wild stories, and it's just like, damn.
Wow, the wildest stories you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. You know, it gets
And it
crazy.
starts small, like even when you're walking down the street and there's men and they're like, oh hey, and they say things to you. Like, I can't tell you how many times that's happened just in broad daylight. Like, one day I was literally wearing like a parka, and there was like,
I don't know. I'm a man. I don't.
okay,
know
a
what
parka is like a really big fluffy coat, basically.
okay.
So I was like, I was just trying to, it was freezing that day. And there's still guys, they'll come up to you and they're like, hey, you, I'm like, just get away from me, please. Like, they don't understand that, like, you can't talk to a woman sometimes like that. There's more than one way to get that.
I never
one
been
way
a
to get
fan of
their
she
attention.
harassment. Never ever.
It makes no
Even
sense.
like when I was like middle school and like my friends used to try to teach me
like catcall and stuff.
Yeah, I felt uncomfortable.
I was just too shy to like ever street harass a woman. I guess I don't know. I was too shy to ever like really approach a girl
In general.
to even do that stuff. And even if I wasn't shy, it wouldn't come with harassment, of course. But I think that's a lane right there of it does go to entitlement. You know, you feeling like you're entitled to this person's time, because then when they don't want to give it to you, you start getting mad. And
Yeah,
that's
they're
when
just
you
like,
start doing stuff like that.
Your weave stank anyway. It's like, well, look,
Yeah,
you
you
were
know,
just
like-
trying to holler a second ago, so I don't
Like,
know.
dudes
I'm
really
sorry to
think
laugh at
that.
If you
But
gotta
that's
laugh
literally
at that
what it
part,
is.
No, that's literally how it
like
goes.
it's terrible.
No, it happens all the time. Like, I remember one time I was walking down the street and there was some guy who was like, oh, like, you better smile. You better smile. You're
Exactly.
beautiful. And I'm like, I didn't. And they're like, well, yeah, fuck you anyway. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like
Guys really do think
Shit
that
wild.
we really do think that our advice, like in telling women to smile and stuff like that, is like God's gift to women, and that's not at all.
So
Like,
it's really
like
not.
because
That
we
shit's
we don't experience getting harassed every day. Put it like this: if men, I guess I have to say black men specifically, only because I think that black men, or at least men of color, will be able to relate to this more. If you can attribute how often you get harassed by the police and probably like times 20 or whatever. That's probably how often women get harassed that's how often women get harassed by men. You know what I mean?
That's good.
If a dude could go ahead and attribute, a black man or a person of color could attribute that way of thinking to that, they'll probably ease up off of women a little bit more.
Wow, son.
If you think about it, it's like you'll hear a dude constantly complain about, even if he wasn't even harassed by the police. It could have been like maybe 2 times out of the entire month he was harassed by police. He's gonna talk about that shit every single day. Man, feds be tripping, dog. Feds be blowing me. Yo, I was just minding my business, and these cops came up and probably told you to stop doing some shit you weren't supposed to be doing. But anyway, with women, imagine that every single day. From the age of 11, from the age of 8. Imagine that all the way up until they're like 25.
Because things change like for different people, so it's gonna happen at different times in people's lives.
You gotta tweet that. That's like
I gotta see if I have 280 characters. I don't think I got that. I don't think they gave me that function yet.
That's a good comparison though. Like,
that's
really. Wow.
It's like it bothers you when that happens, but what happens when you do that to a woman? Just come up to them and just act a certain way.
Like Chris Rock had a joke about it, where he was just like he was basically coming off like, yeah, I mean, dude, like a woman is offered fucking sex and penis at like the age of 11, 12 by men. You know what I mean? It's like she has to deal with these things like every day. Like she knows that she's going to be harassed, you know, and all this other stuff. It's crazy though.
Oh my gosh, that just triggered a thought. When it's summer, that's like the worst time. Like, because like obviously you want to stay cool. So you're like, oh, I'm going to wear this dress. I know that someone's going to come up to me today. Like, that's the thought.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You walking out
in the summer. And it's
that's
not,
crazy.
It shouldn't be like that. I'm not dressed like, and they're like, oh my gosh. It's the worst when men are like, well, if you didn't do this, then you wouldn't have gotten harassed. It's like, well, I don't dress for men. I dress for myself. And if I want to wear this dress, I shouldn't be objectified because I wanted to wear this dress on a 95-degree day.
Plus, if a dude, like, really has in his heart that he wants to harass you, he don't give a damn what you're wearing. To be honest, you know, like if he wakes up with the intent of I'm going to talk to a woman today, you know, he don't care.
Yeah, it's a weird. He's weird. A lot of guys are weird like that. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, and I think I think too, the disconnect with men realizing that too is the fact that the only people who are really checking them or combating them on that is women, and men are just automatically, disregarding of women's what they got to say. So it's like the minute they hear women complain about it, man, you just tripping. Like, what I'm supposed to do, man? That's how I got to talk to you. What you mean, blah, blah, blah. Guys need to hear it coming from other guys more.
Yeah, I think that's
real.
Guys only listen to other guys. That's it. Men only listen to men. That's it. No man really sits around and listen to the women as much as they should. You know
about that.
I agree.
Well, I'm just thankful that now I do. You know.
Yeah, we're getting older. You know, I mean, we weren't all perfect.
With age comes maturity.
At the end of the day.
Thank goodness, glory.
You know,
glory.
Praise it.
Like that's what I be saying. I just recently came off this past Sunday. I got invited to speak and host at this women's conference. It's like women's empowerment thing called Shades of Pink. I think it was their first year doing it. It was pretty dope too. So they had asked me what was like advice that I would like offer women and stuff like that. And the only because of just like how fucked up shit is for women already. Only thing I could say is like just keep doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day it's not really like y'all fault. Y'all don't really have to change up anything. The people that really have to change up stuff is the guys. You know, like the reason why women have to find ways around the system is because we keep coming up with ways to shut them down, shut them out and stuff, you know. Like you're never going to see a photo of like a group of women signing papers controlling men's genitalia. But you'll definitely see like a 20-50 guys sit around writing off like, no abortions, no contraceptives. You know, blah,
it's like,
blah,
how
blah.
are you going to police what a woman should do with her body if you've never been a woman and you don't understand what it's like to be a woman?
You know what I mean? So it's just like, y'all got a lot to deal with, really. Just coming out the womb, y'all got a lot to deal with.
No, I have to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be this guy, but I have to specify a black woman go through a lot of shit, yo. Like, I just
no bullshit.
That other day, like, I'm just thinking. I literally woke up
like
and I was literally thinking about black women, and I'm like, wow. A lot of black women don't get noticed. A lot of black women are forgotten.
I was actually just having a conversation about that the other day. About like being a woman is tough. But
being a
black
black
woman,
like,
that is a
that
whole
shit's-
nother.
That's a different plateau.
beast.
right?
That's a whole different plateau.
Like
It is
no offense,
completely different.
y'all are the most beautiful beings ever. But I
At
just
the
couldn't.
very bottom of like the totem pole, what society wants to put you at. You know
Right.
what I
That's the
mean?
thing.
Like I just wouldn't want to be a black woman because it's so scary and it's so hard.
It is very difficult to be a black woman. Yeah,
It's
it's
hard- it's
really
crazy.
rough.
But one
You
thing
have to
I've
work
learned with
20
that
times
though,
harder.
one thing I've learned with that too, because I be feeling the same way sometimes. We kind of like I gotta check myself on that too sometimes, where we don't want to make it seem like, I guess, like pain and suffering is synonymous with like black women, because we say that a lot about being a black man too. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, it's hard as hell in this country being a black man, but it's like, damn, dog, I don't want to attribute just pain and suffering with just being a black man. You know what I mean? But I feel like with that, I definitely feel what you're saying, because y'all have way more to deal with.
Like
Dog.
so
It's so hard
much.
to not talk about black women without speaking of the plight of
If-
black
yeah.
women. It's really hard to
Yeah,
avoid that
like
because
so much. Oh my
of
God.
just history.
We've had it rough.
Yeah,
We've had
yeah,
it
yeah.
really rough. But you know what? You take that pain, you take that sort of like struggle that we've had to deal with all these years, and you just make yourself stronger. And you,
right
like,
about that,
it helps you
girl.
work so much harder, because it's like the people who don't want to see you succeed and they don't think you can succeed because of who you are. It's like, well, watch.
Yeah, you got a lot of people to prove wrong.
All right.
Okay. I think that was the last question. So we're going to move on to the Q&A portion. So you both have multiple jobs.
Hey, yeah, I guess we can call it that. Yeah.
So you can go first and say your name, what you do, and then you can go.
All right.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Here goes my intro. I am Kar Logan. You can follow me on Twitter, Karye West. What I do is, by day, I work at a freight forwarding company, but by night, I beat up criminals in back alleyways. And, no, but I'm an actor. I write, I act, I produce. Just started producing, like web series and helping out, so I finally started getting those creds. Got a bunch of projects coming out. I did a short film. It was my first short film. It was a murder mystery that I wrote. Just recently is nominated for Best Mystery Thriller in New York City Web Fest. Thank you.
That shit was so fire. Oh my goodness. It was so fire.
It was my first
Yo,
film doing
it
that
was
one.
so, the writing was
It's a pretty fun film. It's
so
called Five Knives. It's on YouTube
like,
if you want to check it out.
God. It was the writing.
Thank you.
Yo, I'm telling you. Sorry. My bad.
No.
I
Thank
interrupted,
you.
my bad.
No. Please, gas me up. Gas me up. But I had so that I'm a writer for the web series Situationships. We're gearing up for our second season, and I just also started filming my own web series that I'm doing too, called Wingmen, that Julius is actually a star in. We just filmed our first 2 episodes a couple weekends ago. So we're still in filming phase, but it's been a lot of fun. We got some more dates coming up soon, like actually this weekend. So we're going to be working. But yeah, besides that, that's a few of the things I do.
Cool. What about you, Julius?
Okay. Okay. Let me try to get it all in there. I'm a photographer, videographer, graphic designer, event host, event coordinator, show producer. I do a little marketing and acting, writing, script writing, co-podcaster, upcoming podcaster, and
A partridge in a pear tree. Like, damn.
I forgot what else I do, but yeah, that's
Jesus
really my
Christ.
main
This
thing.
nigga got like 10 resumes,
That's
dog.
amazing.
That's what I do.
So what do you guys think that the positives of being like multi-hyphenates are, especially in this day and age where having a side hustle is kind of like what you have to do to get by?
It is. Honestly, I feel like that's the only way to go now. Depending on your experiences with trying to get into the field that you're trying to get into. Like with me, you know, I want to act, I want to write, I want to do those things or whatever. But it's going to take a lot to get into those doors. So I want to put as many talents under my belt that will help me get there. Even if it's not through that door, at least through a different door. You know, I don't want to be just one dimensional, just have only one thing. I want to make sure I got my foot in everything. I can write, so I want to go ahead and get in the writing lane. I can act, I want to get in the acting lane. I want to make films, I want to be in the filmmaking lane. You know, like I want to do everything. So I think in this day and age, it is great to be just like a Swiss Army knife and have all those.
That's a really good metaphor for that. Look at that.
Well, as you see, I'm a writer, you know. But nah, yeah, like that's you really want all those things under your belts because yeah, you go apply for a job. You're like, hey, I'm good at marketing. Nah, we actually need somebody for that. Oh no, actually, I could do that too.
Right.
You need that. You know, you never know when it's gonna be necessary.
It's amazing to have a lot of hats, to wear a lot of hats, but it can be overwhelming when I want to say, like people ask you, hey, like what do you do? And like specifically, you really don't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
Like if I was to be in an elevator with Hove and give him an elevator pitch, I wouldn't be nervous how I'm with Hove. I'm be nervous to like, damn, what do I say? Do I say I'm a graphic designer? Does he want a graphic designer? Like,
I'd be nervous to be in an elevator with Jay-Z.
I'd probably
to be honest.
faint.
Oh no, yeah.
Only because I don't know where Solange might pop up.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea what's
but yeah, wearing a lot of hats is great. And also it is overwhelming again because like you just do so much and your hand is in everything and you just lose focus on things.
What are some of the ways that you guys like are able to balance
I'm still
all
learning.
that stuff?
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
There's no real way to balance it.
I got a whiteboard at home. That's what
I just started utilizing the calendar on my phone. Like I suck at like I plan ahead for things, but I suck at actually like, okay, this day I got to do this. I rely too much on memory and stuff, and that doesn't always work out for me because then I start burning myself out. So like to keep yourself organized with that, if you can, please sit down, take an hour or two out your day and really go through your schedule, go through your calendar, map out exactly, okay, I'm going to spend an hour doing this. I'm going to spend an hour doing that. I'm going to spend an hour doing this.
Oh my God. I
That's
literally
honestly
did that
like
this week. I'm doing that this week.
No,
it's like a man after my own heart. I love calendars.
The calendar on my phone is the best feature for me ever.
I just started using that.
All I have to do is, okay, I'm going to do this. Because I wake up every single day and say, okay, what do I have to do today? Well, boom. And then I tell myself, like, I think I tweet it out. I say, okay, today I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And I've gotten every single thing done this week. So that's why I'm going to stick with that for, like, hopefully the rest of my life.
Whatever method works for you. You know, like my boss at work, she'll try to, you know, suggest that, yeah, you know, set reminders on your email, which I won't fucking do. But set reminders on your Outlook to check this inbox, to check this message, to send that email. And I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But, you know, I got to let her know that, yeah, I set up the reminders, you know, so you can just leave me alone. But yeah, whatever works for you. Like if that is what works, do it.
Yes.
If you know what works for you, you do it. You know, it's like no real way to do it because some people just remember things differently or are organized. You know,
when you do have, is it like rare downtime?
I don't get any downtime.
Oh boy!
Like in the time that I do have downtime, I find myself working again because like just what was it? I took off work yesterday because I had an eye doctor appointment or whatever. And then after that, I had plans to go to the gym. I had plans to go like, you know, running or just, you know, just relaxing and just actually, you know, not working. Ended up editing all day. But I'm happy about that only because it's like I actually enjoy doing those things. The only time I really complain is when I have to go to my 9 to 5 because I could get so much more done that I actually give a fuck about instead of wasting time there. And because my job is like in Narnia somewhere, so it takes me like 2 hours to get home via train and everything.
Shit.
So I'm like, that's like half my day gone. I gotta wake up like 2 hours before I normally gotta be, to work in order to get there on time. And then I got off work at 5, and I just got here like around, close to 7 or something like that. You know what I mean? So by the time I get home, I don't feel like doing anything else. I'm exhausted, but I have to do something else before I go to bed at like 12 or 1 because I gotta wake right back up at 6.
Jesus.
That's crazy. I'm looking for a 9 to 5, so I'm so scared right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm
just
not
make sure
knocking
that
a 9
shit
to
is
5.
like
I'm just saying like
not far away.
Yeah, and I'm just
and it doesn't take
it
up too much of your time.
Yeah, I'm
because
scared.
I don't like the fact that this job, like in my previous job. So like I say, I work in freight forwarding right now. So basically, I'm just the people that help with the shipments coming in of cargoes, whatever it is, clothes, furniture, like Nike products, food, weapons, because we got government contracts and stuff, whatever. I help with that stuff. That job is not going to help me anywhere with my acting. That's not going to help me with my... I may come up with some good scripts based off of freight forwarding, maybe. But other than that, I can't get anything done in that time slot that I could be doing if I was not there. I could be filming, I could be hitting auditions, I could be doing this and that, everything that I want to do, but I can't because that job literally takes up so much of my time. My job before then, I was able to get away with way more because my boss was actually like in my corner. She was like, oh, you need to go to an audition today, so I'll just say you're sick. Oh, you need to work on this? Go ahead. You know what I mean? It's good to find a job that, I think you could benefit from towards your actual career goals.
That's good.
So that's one thing. Keep in mind.
That's good. Yeah, I definitely will because I know now, like I can't do retail because I know I'm like, who are you to tell me to like really do something I don't want to do? And it's gonna be crazy because I know I know myself. Stay away from retail jobs. You're gonna probably end up stealing on your last day there. Or you're just going to end up like just doing some foul shit. So, yeah. So
how about you apply at Zara or something and just like quit on that same day and just swipe a whole bunch of shit for us.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that for us.
Hey, something on eBay or something. Definitely make my profit back.
Awesome. So, you got a lot of web shows coming out, the both of you.
Yes.
Or you're on, or you're in, and all sorts of stuff.
Julius is out here working.
Yeah.
You're working? What you mean? Like, this guy here has a reel. His reel, acting reel, is one of the best reels ever. And
That's one of my old ones.
I'm planning to mock his reel.
We'll get you a good reel.
You're
going to get some
everything.
great footage. Wait till you see him in this show, in Wingmen.
Oh, give us a little bit of a rundown of what happened, like what Wingmen is sort of.
Okay, yeah. So
we can get amped for it.
All right, so Wingmen is basically, it could be described in so many ways. The first thing I normally say to people is kind of like a guy's dating show, but it's not necessarily, I got to go out and, like, meet a girl today. It's not like, the guy's Sex in the City or something. It's not like the guy's girlfriends. But it does have that camaraderie that the women had in there between the boys. It's definitely that's why it's called Wingmen. So every episode takes place in the bar, and my character, I'm basically helping guys, friends, whoever find girls at the bar, whether it's a one night stand, a girlfriend, whatever. That's basically my thing. So it's kind of like a combination of Hitch meets Cheers. So it's like, raunchy comedy, but it has some very heartfelt moments, in my opinion, between guys and women. Just, a lot of people finding out about themselves or just having really, open conversations that are just healthy, I feel like, It could come off asshole-ish at sometimes, whatever, just because, you got a bunch of drunk guys at the bar just spewing stuff. Yeah, you're going to hear some wild stuff. You know what I mean?
Yo.
You're
episode 5?
Episode 5.
It's the best. I think it's the best episode.
I can't wait till we get to that one. When we film that one.
Yo,
that episode's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious and just good in general for where I'm going with that. But the episode, to touch upon Julius's character real quick, he comes in on episode 2. And I meet him, and I'm helping him just navigate through the dating scene. He thinks that he has it figured out, but he doesn't really have it figured out. Kind of like every other guy that's navigating through the dating scene. I feel like And Theo is being his Hitch. It's kind of like a hip more black version of like Will Smith and Kevin James. Minus the dancing that he was doing in that shit. So it's kind of like that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dope.
It's going to be hilarious.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, for you, what's the most challenging aspect, I guess? Because are you like a relatively new actor?
Yeah, I'm refurbished.
So what would you say is the most challenging aspect of being a refurbished actor?
I would like to say right now, probably just remembering the lines.
I feel like that could be really challenging.
Yeah, just remembering the lines and making the lines you. Mm-hmm. Because it's easy to read A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but read it like it's you, but give it some sauce to it. And that's one thing Kar actually taught me. Give it some sauce.
The juice.
Yeah, give it some sauce. You don't really have to say A, B, C. You can say A, B, C. And and like for that scene or for that, show, it's going to make the show, So, yeah.
Well, that's just a little rule for mine. In case you're on someone else's production and they want you to read ABC, remember that.
Yes.
I don't want you to be on like Steven Spielberg's movie one day. Like, no, I don't need to read. No. I can just read like 2 lines. I'm good.
So what are you guys hoping to display through the show, the writing, the characters, the situations?
Oh, my main goal with Wingmen is to open up a lane for to really show guys being there for each other. Because, like I said, the title Wingmen goes beyond the bar. It's not going to just be, like I'm helping guys find whatever it is at the bar, but at the end of the day, it's also about men supporting each other. Like if, Julius's character is going through something, my character is going to be there to talk to them. If my character's going to do something, one of the other guy characters, he'll be there to talk to me. So while there are very important women characters in the show as well too, the main focal point is definitely the relationship between the 3 guys and how they navigate through relationships and life. There's a married couple in there who plays he's like my best friend in it. So, the first episode, I'm helping him and his wife go through their problems and stuff like that while we're still just getting drunk at the bar. You know what I mean? It has moments like that. And that's definitely something I want to showcase. I definitely want to showcase bromance, basically, because at the end of the day, with all these, like, women are killing it right now with the web series game or even the TV show game right now. And I feel like we definitely do see their perspectives when it comes to how hard it is for dating. But we don't necessarily see how hard it is for men when it comes to dating. In my personal opinion, like I can't think of too many shows that actually focus on it just being hard for men to find. Like we could think of movies of married men probably complaining or married men probably getting ready to, or men getting ready to settle down. We could think of The Wood, The Brothers. We could think of movies like that. But those are like movies from back. Like what are some recent ones that are coming up right now to really showcase those things? So that's really what I'm aiming for with Wingmen, and just to have plain old fun. Because this show is as serious as I could get with certain moments or whatever. It's just straight fun.
Fun.
It is just jokes. There are gems in there, but it is just jokes.
And it's good that it's like...
No, it's a lot of gems in there.
It's a lot of gems.
That's good that it's like I like, not like teaching a lesson, but like it's relatable enough where you can be like, you can apply it to your own life.
Exactly.
I always love shows like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's definitely where I'm going with this. I definitely can't wait to put this whole thing out.
Like when I read the script, I'm like, wow, this is pretty good writing. And then like when I was reading my lines, I'm like, okay, I could do this. Like I can do this. This is me. It's literally me. It's like a role made for me.
Yeah, it was like, hilarious on set. It was really hard to get through scenes with Julius. Like, I'm so glad the camera wasn't like. So when we're getting his coverage and it's over the shoulder, I'm so glad that my face wasn't showing because I had to like put my face down so many times because I was about to bust out laughing. It was so much fun. That's why I just knew we were gonna have fun on it. Like we had fun with rehearsals. Like when
we did.
Because when we did rehearsals, the first time me getting the cast together so they go and meet each other.
They're amazing.
I think I did a good job with my cast because everybody blends well with each other. Everybody the chemistry is there. Like when you see our character Fatima, when you see Fatima, she is dope.
Fatima's character.
Like our actress Kiana, she killed
Kiana's
that
character,
role.
Fatima. She's like, oh my goodness.
She literally is Fatima, and it's like
Yo.
these two. When you see their scenes together, Julius's character and Kiana's character, when you see them, how they interact, it's just everything just seems so natural. Like nothing seems forced, nothing seems too scripted. And I encouraged everyone. I said, yeah, definitely, know your lines, but at the end of the day, don't be married to them, because I want this to be as fluid and as natural as possible. So just have the main idea. If you got to tweak some improv, that's all welcome. Like do that,
Yo,
and I think that's where we had the most fun doing that.
Yes, I have to say, one, I love him as a director and a writer, and two, Kiana's gonna win supporting actress for something. I swear to you.
She's gonna when you guys see her, just in the first episode
Calling
alone,
it now.
like she may just actually like take the show from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's the one of the the important woman characters I said in there. Because she is like, so my character Theo is the wingman to everybody in there. He's the advice guy. They go to him when they need help. But who do I go to when I need advice and help? And that comes from my resident bartender, Fatima. So it's going to be dope.
Great character, and Kiana murders her character. Flawless actress.
She embodied it. Like, I think when she came to the auditions, I was like, oh, okay. So, all right. So you're Fatima.
So when can we expect all of this to drop? Because now I'm excited.
So it's in post-production right now. We're still filming some more episodes, but more than likely, for a fact, it's going to come out 2018. Earlier on in the year, let's say nothing concrete yet, but we're looking for like somewhere in like maybe February, March was when you could start seeing stuff. But you will definitely see a lot of, definitely like follow the pages too on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook for updates and stuff. You'll see a lot of behind the scenes shots, some, funny little gifs and stuff when, they all roll out, and everything leading up to the big premiere. I'll try to figure out when I could do like a nice little premiere party and stuff. So I just think everybody's really going to enjoy it. Like if I can just toot my own horn, everybody's going to fucking love this show.
Yeah, you are.
I'm excited now.
Oh my goodness.
And I guess last question, you guys have pretty decent social media followings, but outside of social media, who do you guys want people to know who you are? So who is really Kar and who is really Julius?
I'm just the helper guy, and I'm the helper guy. I like to stay to myself, and I just love for everybody to get along.
That's nice.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's that sounds about the same for me, really. Like the same way I am on the internet is usually the same way I am off of it, except maybe like in real life I'm probably like way more unfiltered. Because on the internet I've been saying whatever I've wanted to say for like years since I've been on the internet or whatever. Like that's what people know me for. So, just to say whatever I feel like, or just be as, transparent as possible and stuff like that. What I think people could know outside of that, I guess, about me is, I'm not on joke time 24/7. Like I'm not on joke time 24/7, but like that, like
Please know that about me too.
Yeah. Like you and me,
I was
we're
thinking
goofy.
that, like you guys, like I feel like when you reach, I guess, a certain level of like Twitter fame, social media fame, people always expect you to be on, and I'm like, well, I'm not always funny, so you're not always going to get a funny.
It's like, I just want to be quiet.
Yeah. Some days I'm chilling. Like I'm on Snapchat, and like I remember one of my homegirls, she messaged me. She said, I expect you to be way funnier on Snapchat. I was like, you know what? I don't do this for you people. I just got a Snapchat just because I thought it was the cool thing to do. But, like, I don't know how to do, like, the funny Instagram videos.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how to do that.
I was just saying to people yesterday, like, I went to some event yesterday, and they're like, oh, I'm going to follow your Instagram. I'm like, I don't think you should. Like, my Instagram is really boring. Like, I'm not as fun as you guys. Like, no, nonsense. I'm like, no, I'm really, like, I'm not that fun.
Yeah, like, if you want to see the fun me, hang out with me in person.
Yeah,
definitely,
like.
Yeah, but I'm not going to, just me personally, because I I don't think I am funny enough to make like the videos like everyone else does. And even if like, you know, arguably the people on the internet, on Instagram aren't that funny either. But it's just like,
well, comedy is subjective.
yeah, comedy's definitely subjective. Definitely.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm
So
learning
fucking
that.
subjective.
Oh, my God.
So it's just like, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm just same old chill dude outside of it, you know. But if I would say anything, you know, I have my moments where it's like, all right, guys, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I can be serious real quick, because that does get to a point where it kind of like fucks you up a little bit. Because people will never take you seriously. Like, I will be like dead serious about something. They're like, Car, you're funny as shit. And I'm like, no, I was kind of serious about that. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I get that completely. I think that's the end of the Q&A portion. Thanks for answering my questions, guys.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Those are like pretty good answers.
I was nervous.
Oh, you don't be. I try to make my
You're a writer,
questions like,
so-
yeah, I try to make them like good.
Excuse me, you're a
guess.
journalist.
Yes. Well, both. I can do both.
Yeah, but
And I started as a writer. Like, I was a journalism major, but I was like, fun fact, very interested in being a TV writer at first. I had an internship at College Humor and like everything. Like, that was like what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And then in the middle of that, I was like, oh, I forgot how much I love music and writing about music. So in the middle of that, I was like, how am I going to get back into music journalism? Like, this is all I've ever done for like, I don't know, good, like 3 years. And then I changed my mind, and luckily it's been working for me.
Okay.
But it was a very scary, hard transition to like get back into that.
okay.
But yeah.
That's good.
If you ever need another writer,
Hey, you know, I wrote all the episodes by myself. So like,
Genius.
next time around,
Genius.
you know, because I'm. It's hard for me to write with other writers sometimes, depending on what we're writing on. But I always love to collaborate with other writers, you know, because so much other talent out there. I'd like to see what other people bring into the thing, especially if they're good, you know, because I've like read some shitty scripts before. Nobody's ever like submitted shitty writing to me as far as like, hey, can I write? Here's an example of it, because I don't have the heart to be like, no. But people have like, you know, invited me to like listen or read some of their stuff, and I'm just like, where are the good people? Where are the good writers?
I'll keep you posted on, you know.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
opportunities and stuff when they come up. But, you know, I'm not one to write shame or anything.
He said.
Right
shame.
shame.
Right.
Unless we're like alt-right shaming.
That's a good one.
Buzzing.
So the third section of the show is unpopular opinions.
Uh-oh.
So everyone just gives, you know, an unpopular opinion, and we just talk about it. Simple as that.
Cool.
So who wants to go first?
Depends on the question.
No, like you just give like, I guess you can think a little bit like what you want your unpopular opinion to be.
word?
Yeah. And then like you can think, and then I already have one, so I guess I'll go first.
Yes, please kick it off.
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying that I've always thought Miley Cyrus is trash.
That's
She's
not
always
an unpopular opinion.
No, that's the preface. That's the
okay.
prologue
yeah,
to the
about
story. I literally
yeah.
always thought she was trash. Like, my sister watched Hannah Montana, but I was reading like the blog sites, and I would see like she was always just trash. The things that she did, the things that she would say, her like nude pictures would always leak online, and I'm like, this girl is awful, like literally awful. So I've been on this like I hate Miley wave for like a really long time. When I actually wrote for like a comedy website, and in my bio it actually said like she's been monitoring Miley Cyrus' slow downward spiral since 2006. And I'm like, and like all this stuff that's coming out with her, like, oh, like after twerking, I wasn't surprised. What else did she do that was trash? Everything.
Like denounce hip hop after like she just.
Yeah, like everything she's done since like the show, like Hannah Montana ended, I've never, like, I'm not surprised. It's like I'm desensitized to all of it. That being said, my unpopular opinion would be I don't see anything wrong with that Bodak Yellow cover, quote unquote.
Wait, Bodak Yellow what?
Okay,
wait,
so
you actually listened to it?
No.
She actually did
Okay,
it?
here's the thing. Okay, so
I need clarification.
she was all the sites were saying that it was a cover. Like, she was on Jimmy Fallon, and they're like, oh, listen to Miley Cyrus's Pop Bodak color. And I'm like, I am full on expecting to see her like with like a Coachella headband in the backyard with like a banjo doing like a backyard session of Bodak Yellow. And everyone was up in arms about it. And I'm like, oh, like that's what I was expecting to see. It was not that. It was just them playing like that game.
Oh,
and
the
everyone
night
was
show. Okay,
yeah, and they're like,
okay.
she's such a culture vulture. I'm like,
it was
playing
a
a game.
You know, people run with.
Like, you guys gotta calm
All
down.
I saw was her doing the cover of Bodak Yellow. I was like, I'm just keep scrolling.
No, it was like honestly,
I thought it was like
straight up clickbait.
YouTube,
But people like who was it? Joe Budden was in his feelings about it. She's like, oh, she's a piece of shit. She just steals our culture. I'm like, it was
Sounds
a
like Joe
game.
Budden.
Yeah.
It was a game, and the thing that it bothered me
Miley Cyrus is trash.
She's
She needs to get out of here.
piece
She
of
needs to get out of our
garbage.
culture.
Like, I'm just like, Joe, relax. It was just a game. If you should be mad at anybody, I guess you should be mad at Jimmy Fallon because he's the one that's like playing these games.
It's like a game though. It's really a game.
Like,
It's
yeah,
really a game.
people would just take it and run. But like, I guess, yeah, Jimmy Fallon, he did that the history of rap thing, like that minstrelsy. I really don't like Jimmy Fallon, but like,
I was about to say, if anybody, I don't think I was just about to say,
if you
nobody's
should
gonna
be
get
mad
Jimmy
at
Fallon.
anybody, you got to be mad at Jimmy Fallon because he does. Just like he's just never been funny to me, and he's just like
What?
he's an appropriator
He's
for.
funny. I think he's funny.
He laughs at his own jokes
That-
all the time,
He does.
and they're not funny.
I think it's funny.
You
Like, it's
kind of
just
gotta
like,
laugh at your own jokes.
But yeah, that was my unpopular opinion.
Okay.
It's just like there was no reason for people to be up in arms about that because there was nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
There's no reason for a lot of people to be up in arms about a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To be
Really,
100% honest,
about
that's
that.
an unpopular opinion
remember
right there, I
when
guess.
people were mad about the Starbucks Christmas cups not having any snowflakes on it or something?
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
a-
was the thing.
That's probably
They're
some
like,
white
you have
people
to put
stuff.
the Christ in Christmas. I'm like,
Get the fuck
just
out
drink
of
your
here.
damn coffee. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's some
not a
white-
big
yeah,
deal.
that's some white
They're
people
like,
stuff.
because the used
That's
to
definitely
be
some
like,
white people shit.
it kind of was, but it basically like they had like, you know, the Starbucks Christmas cups had like trees and snowflakes and stuff, and last year they were just red, and they're like, where's the Christmas? I'm like, relax.
Okay.
Those are the people that are gonna get mad that Halloween is like a big, like their office is decorating Halloween but not decorating it for like Christmas or something. Like those are those type of people. It's a shame that Halloween gets more attention than Christmas.
Fucking
What
weird. So
about-
fucking weird.
That's like all my
What
coworkers
about
do.
when-
Do I
like, it's
have
just
an
dumb.
unpopular opinion? I don't really.
I know for me,
It could be
guess-
anything. It could be like,
know,
oh, this food
I
is
was
nasty.
thinking.
This movie was dumb. Like, it could be any unpopular opinion you may have.
I got a lot of them now that I think about it, probably. But I think the first one that probably comes to mind is the state of comedy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
For an example, I guess I could use Dave Chappelle. One of my favorite comedians, if not my favorite comedian.
Facts right here.
Understandable.
Same
You
here.
know,
Ditto.
he from the area. I'm from Maryland. He's from DC though. So, but I've been just following, watching him, blah blah blah, this and that. And not even just Dave Chappelle, but all comedians in general that I just really fuck with. Chris Rock, like my three favorite ones: Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, and
Oh my God,
Dave
Eddie
Chappelle.
Murphy. Yeah, okay, this is like
Amazing.
a random, but like, have you ever thought of like, if a celebrity dies, like who you'd be most upset about? I do sometimes. Eddie Murphy is like number one. I would be like out of commission for weeks.
Nah, Jay-Z is my number one.
Really?
It's and Beyonce.
Oh, well, obviously.
Probably Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, and Lil Wayne.
Ooh,
Really?
mine would be.
Oh.
I remember when
Lil
Lil
Wayne?
Wayne.
Eddie.
Yo,
well,
when Lil Wayne had that-
had last rights a lot.
Yo, when Lil Wayne had, I remember when that first
Seizure.
seizure happened, right? When it was like, oh, he's on his
Oh, yeah.
deathbed.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on my way
yeah,
out the
yeah,
house,
yeah.
right? I was about to go out, I think, meet up with some friends or
I was about to
something.
be mad.
And we were supposed to go out and stuff. That news dropped. I sat on the bed for like 10 minutes, like, yo,
What if this happened?
this man
Yeah, you're right about that.
influenced a lot of my
You're right
years
about
growing
that.
up.
You're right about
Yeah.
And
that.
I was like, yo, you mean to tell me this man gonna die before I get Carter 5?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy would be like number one for me. I actually, oh my God, I was like really heavy into In Living Color when I was young.
Oh, yeah.
Because my dad always watched it. So Jim Carrey actually, it was like
Jim Carrey's the
Jim Carrey is going to
needs to
be
be protected.
really, really bad when he goes. And then Stevie Wonder.
yeah.
Those are like my three.
Not me. I listen. Shit. If he dies, he dies. Like Stevie Wonder. Like, listen. If he died tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, okay, he had a good life.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Like he had a good life. Like it's just like
People get mad at
Playboy.
Hugh
Yeah, he,
Hefner.
like
Oh,
Hugh Hefner,
he was so young.
93?
He was a prune, a shriveled up prune. Like, listen, he lived a great ass life.
He really
should
had
have
a
been gone.
nice
Like,
long
Yeah,
life.
I think women are definitely gross for having
Like-
sex with that reason.
Yeah, I'm like people like, oh no, he died so early. Dude,
Early?
dude, A little bit late. The Grim
really
Reaper
thought
was
this
like,
was-
Time to
come on, come on, come on, my guy, come on.
But you can continue. Sorry, I got off tangent.
Oh, yeah,
State
yeah,
of
yeah.
comedy.
So yeah, the state of comedy, right? So now I understand that it's like 2017, and we are in a more PC era and everything. But I don't think that comedy should be subjected to that, in my personal opinion, only because, like you said earlier, comedy is subjective to people. So I get that I understand 100% that there are some things that people will find funny that other people won't. But what I am not here for right now is the policing of jokes. And
here we go. Let's get it.
yeah, like I'm not here for it at all. Like the reason why I brought up Dave Chappelle, because I remember when he came back with his comedy special that I fucking loved, because of course I was waiting for Dave Chappelle to
That
come
was
back, right?
so good. I made a night of that.
I watched that joint back and back. I'm like, I fucking love this shit. I'm still laughing at it. You know, like I got Dave Chappelle in 2017 talking about the same stuff. Well, no, talking the same way about 2017 things, but of course there was a lot of controversy coming out of it, only about the trans jokes, of course. It wasn't about any other type jokes.
I forgot what trans joke that was.
He made, and the thing is, I felt like, in my personal opinion, this could be seen as caping, I don't know, but like I felt like they were more, not necessarily stabs at the trans community as like, oh, fuck you all, or blah, 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 blah. But it was more so kind of like comparing what they're going to have to go.
I remember that joke.
I remember that he was talking about, he's like, you guys want equality, and, it's going to take some time to get there. Somebody just called me a nigga the other day.
That was
I
fucking
remember
hilarious.
that.
That part
I
was
remember
fucking hilarious.
But, there's this whole thing about, oh, he's attacking the trans community. They're transphobic, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
no.
I wouldn't call him that. And even at the end of the day, when these are jokes, like I'm not going to go to a boxing match and then ask for a refund if I see blood. You know what I mean? Like, if you who's gonna watch Dave Chappelle and expect PC stuff? My thing is, people were begging for Dave Chappelle to come back. People were sitting there saying, no, we need Dave Chappelle back. He would talk about so many things. Oh, I want him to talk about this. And they finally got him to talk about those things, and everybody was pissed. And it's like, you literally, you guys got
asked for
what you want.
this.
And I get where people are coming from, where they don't find it funny. You don't have to find everything funny. But when people start calling for like, oh, this person's canceled, or they're trying to get everybody to stop fucking with this person. I'm like, here's the thing. If you don't want to mess with that person,
then
don't mess with them. But to encourage a whole lot of other people, it's like, stop fucking with them. Unless they did something like completely heinous. Yeah, of course. But a joke, when I think people forget one of the main things about comedy is that you're making fun of dark subjects. You're making light of dark subjects. That's the whole point of it. Now, there are a ton of things in the world that I can name of that just aren't funny at all, that should not be joked about, of course. That does not mean that a joke about them isn't funny.
Sure, you right fucking about that.
You know what I mean? Like Pete Davidson, for instance, young comedian, if y'all recognize. Yeah. His father died as a firefighter in 9/11. 9/11 is not funny. 9/11 is not something to joke about. But a joke about 9/11 could be funny.
It could.
And he's definitely made some... on the Comedy Central roast, I remember when they was on there, he said, he told Kevin Hart, I think it was Snoop Dogg. He said, Snoop Dogg, soul plane was the worst experience I've ever had in my life that involved a plane. And my dad died in 9/11.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like he would say stuff like that. I remember when he welcomes the jokes about his dad or this and that. You know what I mean? Things are going to be funny to certain people, this and that. But what I don't agree with is with you going out of your way to pick up your remote, to change to a channel, to find jokes that are going to offend you. If like that's I'm not gonna go on my way to do that.
I hate when people do that, like literally going out of their way to be offended.
Like,
or like
I'm gonna avoid it.
Or when you're like on Facebook and you see like people commenting, and I'm like I hate this. I'm like, then why did you watch it, and why did you comment on it?
That tab
yeah, it's like
I'm just
getting out of it. That's why I said it's like, so I don't like how comedy is kind of coming under attack or whatever. Like it'd be great if there was like a place that comedians could kind of just go to where people would like pay money to just see them specifically and only sit there and like listen to their jokes because they're fans of them. I guess we could call it like a comedy club or something. I don't know. Like it'd be dope if that place existed, but people want to act like they don't have the option of not entertaining these comedians. Like if I don't find, like I remember somebody was upset about a Chris Rock stand-up, an older one, where he was, I apologize if I'm offending anybody, but he used, the word faggot or whatever, and he was like how he doesn't attribute that to being gay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He was just saying like, no, you ain't got to be gay to be a faggot. You know, like, I mean, I'll be driving in traffic and somebody just cut me off and be like, fucking faggot. You know, like, but that joke, it was an old joke or whatever. So I think it came back up again or something. I don't know exactly the full extent of it, but somebody was complaining about it and wanted it like removed from where it was at, blah, blah, blah. Eddie Murphy opened up, what was it, Raw or Delirious? I forget which one. He opened the joint up talking about gay people, which is the whole thing, and it was like hilarious or whatever. Now, I'm not saying we got to go around bashing gay people, trans people, people who died in 9/11 or anything like that. You know, I'm just saying, understand that just because you don't find it funny, you shouldn't have to ruin it for everybody else. Let the people that find that type of fun, stuff funny enjoy it without you having to sit there and say, that person should not be allowed to work anymore, because that's their job to make light of dark things. You know,
especially police brutality in the black.
How many comedians have been joking about that for years?
Like I don't know one black comedian that hasn't ever joked about police brutality.
And it didn't really occur to me just how often black comedians joked about police brutality, and all those jokes are the exact same.
Literally the exact same, but it's still funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Damn, I saw the police come, I just put my hands up.
Like
10 years later, Eddie Griffin said, police came, I just put my hands up. 10 years later, police came, I just put my hands up.
And
it's still
really, really
police brutality ain't no joke, but if it's, put it like this, what I would recommend or agree with the least is just finding a better platform for those jokes. Like DL Hughley, I remember when Carrie Fisher died, DL Hughley made that tweet about, damn, Carrie Fisher died and then her mama died a day after. See, black moms don't do that, blah, blah, blah. Not the perfect place for that just now. Like she literally just died like 2 hours ago, if not yesterday. My thing is, joke like that would have been perfect for your set, been perfect for your show, would have been perfect for that. Right. Save it for that. I wouldn't put it on the timeline for people who probably don't give a fuck about your humor, because they may not be following you, but it's going to get retweeted, and they're going to see it, and they may not want to see that.
And
shit.
That's my unpopular opinion. DL Hughley is the non-funniest comedian of all time.
We can argue about that one. We can argue. I can argue with both of you about that one.
I actually agree about that.
He's the non-funniest person.
Here's the thing. I thought DL Hughley was probably one of the corniest people growing up. He was the least funniest person on the Kings of Comedy. His show, I just tolerated it because it was on the Hughley show.
It was
just because it was there.
I think it's his voice for me. I'm just annoyed by his
voice.
He
has a good
It was the way he
voice
delivered his jokes. I don't know. It was something. The way, but
the way he delivers it, he's like, "Oh, you ever see this?" and then he'd be like,
"Ooh, I tell you,
hot tree." I'm like, dude, stop dragging.
See, Carrie Fisher mom died. Woo!
Star Wars. Pew, 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 pew. I'm like, dude, we get it. You don't have to like.
No, but I had that same feeling. DL Hughley is hilarious to me now. Like I don't know what happened with it. I think when I started because I did stand up or whatever, right? And I'm trying to get back into that as well. So around the times when I was really prepping myself to do stand up and I was writing on my sets, when I'm at work, busy entering in numbers and this and that, I would just have like on like my Pandora or something, just listen to a bunch of comedians go down or whatever, right? So then I started hearing these DL Hughley sets and I'm like, oh wow, I actually just laughed at that. And I just found myself listening to more and more. And then I went to go listen to watch his videos, his old stand-ups. They got the videos. They had some recent ones on Netflix and stuff. And I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like, wow, DL Hughley is funny.
Nah.
Did you watch the Def Comedy Jam 25th?
And you know what? And I'm so happy Dave Chappelle was there because I wouldn't have laughed.
No, you're right. I did that one.
As soon as I saw his face,
DL Hughley got outshined by
good.
He got outshined. Yeah. Chappelle definitely said that.
I actually chuckled at a DL Hughley input, not joke, input. But that man is not funny to me. And every time I say it's DL Hughley, like if I would see DL Hughley, somebody would say, "Wow, so not funny."
No, I see that all the time.
He's not very funny.
That's my unpopular.
I don't know what it is about his humor that I find funny. I don't know if it's an age thing now.
I think it's an age thing.
It might be an age thing now. I feel like because
no, it's not an age thing because
I didn't think
I was laughing at Eddie Murphy's shit, and I'll take it back before then. I was laughing at though his predecessor.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Oh, it's Richard Pryor when he was burning.
But, so you want to know? I think what the difference with that is the comics that you just named right there do a lot more than DL Hughley does on stage. A lot of them are actual actors, and they actually flail around, or they do more dramatics.
Physical comedy.
Yeah, they did physical. You know what I mean? DL Hughley just has to he just speaks. That's all he has going for him. That he just has punchlines.
Barely.
Debatable, you know what I'm saying? So,
his voice just. Ugh.
Who can I say is a physical comedian?
Good physical comedian.
Would you say Chris Rock is a comedian?
I wouldn't say he's
comedian?
I don't think
Chris
he's a
Rock's
physical
voice
comedian.
is more physical than his antics.
Yeah, he knows how to
his voice is more
the
physical.
inflection of his voice. He knows how to work
DL
his
Hughley
voice.
Because Chris Rock has that very distinct. Yeah, DL Hughley does hold the fuck out this
He
mic
just
like
like
this.
it's like yo, dude.
Relax.
The mic's not going anywhere. it's not slipping.
He don't work the stage, but Eddie worked the stage. The minute that man came on stage talking about gay people and playing tennis, that man was like walking back and forth.
Steve doesn't move like that.
He doesn't too.
But I think he's funny to me.
Steve is funny.
Steve is funny.
But I think with Steve, he has a distinct, like different comics had different things going from Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah,
he has to move around. You know what I mean?
That's like the king of physical.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I
we
think
know him
he's
off his
just
like voice and
I was
stuff.
just about to say
it's
that.
his voice. He has that
And some of
country
his,
ass
like,
southern type
Yeah.
voice or whatever. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all want me to come up here and wear my suit and y'all ain't gonna pay me nothing? Like he'll say some shit like that. Y'all done lost your damn minds. You know, like he puts power behind like everything he says.
Yeah,
You know, he has like a
yeah.
powerful presence when he talks. You know, and stuff like that's funny. DL Hughley is you definitely just got to warm up to
That's
him
my
if you want
unpopular
to.
opinion.
That's a good unpopular opinion to have.
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think it's very popular that he's not funny.
It is.
I think that's very popular.
It is. Okay.
But you know what? It works.
No,
Yes.
I remember he went on me one time on Twitter. Cause I called him unfunny. Actually, he said something something I didn't agree with about like child abuse or some shit, and I was like,
But what did you say?
no. He said, no, he wasn't speaking against child abuse.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like,
No.
Jesus.
No, what you mean, man? Fuck those kids up. What you mean? Nah, but he was sitting there like saying, what football player? Adrian Peterson. I think this is around the time we got in trouble for beating his kid with a switch or something, blah, blah, blah. DL Hughley was like, man, that's discipline. What y'all talking about or whatever. If maybe more kids got beaten, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, maybe if you were funny, you'd be on TV right now.
Wait, I remember that. I
said
remember
that shit. Yo,
he
he came for me, dog. My man's listed. Actually, I have 2 radio shows. I got another joint. I'm syndicated here and there, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
Okay.
Yo, I
don't think you're
remember
funny.
that.
I still don't think you're funny.
I was like, I still don't think you're funny.
That shit had me in knots. You hear
Success
me?
doesn't mean
Yeah, I was like, he lucky I was really trying to like perfect my craft. That's how I discovered that I actually like your jokes. You know?
That shit had me in knots. I remember that because I remember that joke came on my timeline. That shit had me in knots. Yo.
Yeah, the celebrities don't like me too much on there.
Which celebrities like follow you?
I gotta look. I got like a lot of reporters and actors. Rose McGowan follows me.
Oh, is she's back on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they finally let her back.
They let her back?
I was shocked when she
That
followed
was
me. I was
so
like,
ridiculous.
Rose? I fucking love Rose McGowan. I was like, I fucking love Rose. I almost got her tattooed on me. Almost.
Oh wow.
If y'all seen Grindhouse, right? The movie Grindhouse.
I don't see a lot of
love
movies, so I actually
Grindhouse.
haven't
Where she had the
seen it.
gun, she was Cherry Darling. When she had a gun for a leg, I was gonna get that.
Okay, I
because
get that.
Oh,
yeah,
I've
I wasn't
seen
gonna
that.
get. I was getting her character.
go.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I was gonna get her
like,
character
okay,
because I got like
a
other
big picture of Rose McGowan just on your body.
I don't love Rose that much, but I fuck with Rose. So yeah, she started following me. Joyanne Reed, the reporter, follows me. A lot of other. What's the guy's name? I don't know. They follow me a lot.
That's
follow me.
cool.
I guess.
I only have Tamar Braxton.
Oh shit.
It's so fucking weird because she used my meme and I was like, "Hey girl, that's I just wanted to. All I expected.
I just want to
was
put you on notice.
Yeah, I just expected oh, LOL, you're funny. I didn't expect to follow. Like, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll follow her back. Who else? Asher and Roth had followed me.
Oh shit!
Oh.
But you didn't. You unfollowed me. Thank goodness.
Forgot about Asher Roth.
Yeah, right.
He probably was like, "This guy's not funny all the time." And
Good.
It's like
shit.
You're damn right.
I have an excuse to unfollow you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's more. I just can't really remember.
I have Lil B, but he follows everybody.
Oh well, yeah.
Like if Lil B is not following you,
Yeah,
I don't think.
wrong.
Yeah, if Lil B's not,
Then you
following
should just get off Twitter.
Yeah, you're not. You are not cool if Lil
You're
B's
not
following
cool
you.
enough.
That's fucking awful.
Soledad O'Brien.
Oh yeah, she follows me too. Yeah.
She's cool. Soledad O'Brien.
I've
journalist.
been mispronouncing her name for the longest, but
Soledad.
yes, she's dope too. She follows
Cree
me too.
Summer from a different world.
She follows you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious, by the
So
way.
Susie Carmichael.
I love fucking.
And
I love her.
everybody else in cartoons, basically.
Yeah,
she's pretty cool.
she's like the Phil Lamar of. She's the black. She's not
The,
the black
she,
Phil
now
Lamar.
she's
Wow, I almost
got
said
a
the black
voice
Phil
like
Lamar.
that
That's
person. She
hilarious.
like you cannot go anywhere and like hear her voice and not be like, that's Cree Summer.
Get that bag. Get that bag.
Yeah.
Her
So
voice
shout out to
is
Cree.
Yeah, she
Okay.
deserves all the roses while she's still alive, while she's still here with us. She
That's
deserves all
good,
the
that's
praise.
good.
Yeah, she be out here
Awesome.
voicing everybody. Elmira.
Oh my God, Tiny
Wait,
Toons
yes.
was my shit. From
Elmira
Tiny Toon Adventures
Toons.
with the skull headband.
Who's the chick she voiced from As Told by Ginger? Like she voiced
Miranda.
everybody.
Wow.
She voiced
Miranda.
everybody.
She's
I did
killing
not
it.
know that.
Oh my God, that's told by
Like
Ginger
I really
was
want.
so
Wow.
good.
If I ever get the chance to meet her, I want her to kind of like talk to me aggressively with that voice, because she just like she has these dagger eyes and like she grits her teeth and she's like,
Mims
she could do
follows
that.
me.
Mims.
He just recently
Mims.
followed me.
Oh shit.
I listened to that
Yeah,
walking
it's so
the other
fucking
day.
crazy. Mims follows me. It's just so weird.
But I think that's the end of our show today.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. So that's all for And Friends with Jana Jefferson. Follow me
Yes,
on
thanks for
Twitter
having
and Instagram at JNA Jefferson. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes, the podcast app, and Google Play, where you can stay up to date on new episodes when they become available. Extreme thanks to my guest host for today, Julius and Kar, for being incredible.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Give your social media really quick, and then we'll be on our way.
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on Instagram, Kar Logan, KarLogan. On Twitter, it is Karye West, KaryewEst.
Awesome.
Funny Julius everywhere.
Awesome. And don't forget to look at Julius's meme.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Oh my gosh. So see you guys. Well, not see. I don't see anybody. But
And if you want to see us again, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
listen up next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. And don't forget to brush your tongue.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did I miss that?
Hell yeah. That's a good.
Was
I
that
like
a topic?
That.
Did I
No.
miss that?
Nah,
Okay.
I like that.
But it's
though.
just a little bit. Oh my God. We cannot forget. We give like a quick F you to Donald Trump every episode. Really quick. F you to Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, fuck you, Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey.
Hey, fuck Donald Trump.
Hey.
About to do my Eminem freestyle shit.
All right. That's it, everybody. See you guys next time.
Woo!
Yeah.